Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I say to another edition of Striker Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, your host, as we got a lot, hot and heavy, exciting show for you because it's about to go down here on Dragon Sports Live. We got baseball heating up, NFL training camp and preseason is underway. That means football is back, baby. We back. So we got more. WNBA is getting up. They in the second half of their season. NBA is making off-season moves. Oh yeah. So those who are new to Drug Sports Live, this is not your typical podcast. This is your podcast for sports and music. And what better way to start our show off right with some music from Strange, Neighbors, Society here on Drug Sports Live. And then if you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcast, we gonna kick it off with that MLB, followed by football, and then we're gonna go into some basketball. But let's give you the society here by Strange Neighbors on Drug Sports Live. Thanks for rocking with us and tuning in to us. Let's get it, Strange Neighbors.
In this society, they call us hippies. They want to erase everything that makes us free. We don't call you anything. No society only study happens to tea. All equality is run with power and greed. This scary won't carry a song. Sometimes swim to the river bend. Society, they call us hippies. They want to disease all revolutionaries. We won't ask them to see. It's society, freedom will reign. Wave your hands, sing now. Don't even ask. Just receive everything. Scary won't carry us all. Sometimes they to where the river bends. Scary won't carry us all. Sometimes they to where the river bends. The scary won't carry us all. Sometimes they to where the river bends. The scary won't carry us all. Sometimes they to where the river bends. I was raised and brought up as a loser. I'm 18 years old and I don't have a future. Drugs in the street life is all that I'm used to. The hood call me Ghost, but the name's Derek Jr. Had a sister a little bit younger, but she ran away last year in the summer. Never got to tell her that I loved her. Before she was gone, it was never discussed. It's been too long. Cops said it's done with. I stopped to track down the people she hung with. Did she have a boyfriend? Who did she do drugs with? Cause I know it was someone that got her corrupt. This OG told me that she worked with a girl named Jen on the block for the third shift. Doing what? He just looked at me nervous and said, if you wait, she'll resurface. Okay. You don't know who I am. I don't know who she is. Life's been stupid. I don't know who she is. Life's been stupid. Stayed in the cut, I was far from exposed as I watched all these girls prostitute on the road. Just when I thought that my chances were blown, I could hear someone call out her name and I froze. She walked right by me and I missed her. Pulled up aside and said, I'm a good tipper. Jumped in and started asking about my sister. I knew it was her, how she looked at the picture. She started spilling about this dude named Derek. She said he raped them both and got him HIV infected. And how the prostituting really made him feel accepted. Man, I shouldn't be saying this. He could be here any second. Look, all I know is she was sold to a pimp. They call him the morgue, and now I haven't seen her since. You can find him around 127th and 10th. And he won't be hard to find because you look like his twin. I gotta go. I don't know who he is. Somebody's been sleeping. I don't find out. See the thing I am. I don't know who he is. Slicing the seats. Rolling around down 127th and stopped at the building that Jen had suggested. Found me a face that I never expected. It's one that I hate, so I forget. Yeah. Then I start to think smarter. Was 5 when I last saw this punk of a father. Angel was 2, wouldn't know if he saw her, which means he infected and pimped this on daughter. I was caught in the streets trying to track more. She was a mess, but that's not what she asked for. I'm in too deep and I won't try to back off. Circle around just to sneak through the back. Walked in and grabbed the first thing I saw. Stench caught on the wall. He might be gone if I stall, but then I seen him on the steps with his head to the floor. Too drunk to even notice I had stepped in the door. I wrapped the cord around his neck, so his hands shake. As I was choking, I looked decent to his movement. I swear to God, why did you? When he's ready. I know I'm probably overthinking. Yeah, and I should write it like a will. I do it like I'm him and speak on what I know is real. That nobody could think it was his son who got him killed, and he did it himself from the gift. Brilliant. My name is Eric. I'll be on 27. Weapon and whatever selling. Couple pairs, couple others that I never met. Ended up with the last time. Pretty little angel with an angel. I know I'm probably.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. I don't know if y'all was tuning in on my live, but I think I got a little messed up, but it's okay. It's okay. Music happens sometimes start playing, especially with the new updates in the OS system. But anyways, moving on. So we're gonna begin with a heavy heart because the Chicago Cubs lost a legend. Ryan Sandberg, he passed away. He was at the age of 65. He's a Hall of Famer, fan favorite, and all-time great. He's a man who redefined second base. Gone, but never forgotten. So rest easy, Rhino. And speaking of Cubs, they was making moves like it's October is tomorrow in the trade deadline. They landed Mike Schroeder from the Nationals, added Andre Kitteridge. I don't know if I'm saying his name right from the Orioles, but Andrew Kitteridge is coming in. And if that ain't enough, they will get to host the Midsummer Classic in 2027. Now, this is the first time since 1990 that Wrigley Field is about to be the center of the baseball universe. Y'all know why that's significant? Because that's the last time they had the Midsummer Classic. In case for people who don't know what it is, if you're a fan of baseball, then you know the Midsummer Classic is your all-star game. So we will host the all-star game. That'll be like July 13th in 2027. I'm excited. But what's also significant is the first time since 1990. Who was the starter in that all-star game during that time? Rain Sandberg. He was the starter starting at second base during that all-star game when they had it. So it's great to see. And it's an honor to to host the All-Star game here in Chicago. So let's enjoy that. Let's kick back. Let's sit back. Enjoy that. And let's do it big for the Hall of Fame great that passed away. Let's do it for Rhino. Let's get it. But let's get to this other madness. So Eugenio Suarez, the all-star third baseman, takes a 95.6-mile sinker to his finger from Will Vest. Very painful. I know he felt the pain. He ended that right there. It was like, all right, let's just take a break from that. I'm not gonna play the rest of this game because it hurts too much, but he's okay. He's definitely okay. So he definitely okay. Um, and y'all know Bryce Harper reportedly cursed out Fred Memphis, the commissioner, doing a closed door meeting. Word is it got heated. It definitely got heated in there. So we gonna keep monitoring that, but it's cause they're trying to implement, they want to try to get a salary cap because baseball does not have a cap. So trying to implement a salary cap will put a lot of these players there was like, okay, I got this $500 million contract. Y'all trying to put a salary cap on there? The players not for it, but the owners are for it. Or it's like mixed views. I don't know, but it's 160 something games in the 167 games in the league. So it's like, okay, what what do we do? How do we do it? What do we do from that? That's where you look at it like, okay, that's why he was cursed. That's why Rob Manfred got cursed out in the meeting because they don't want to talk about salary cap. They want to talk about other things, but they don't want to talk about the salary cap or implementing a salary cap. So that's just issues that baseball tends to have, but it's okay. Phillies had traded for pitcher Johan Duran from the Twins and the for catcher Elwado Tate and pitcher Mike Ebel. Johan Duran will be wearing number 59 again, and that's thanks to the Philly managers Rob Thompson. That number is significant to Johan Duran. So that's why manager Thompson gave it up so easy and like you're a player. I'm a manager. He been wearing 59 for the longest as a manager, but he changed his number. He gave up the number so quick to Johan and said, "My Rob Thompson was like, my wife would be mad, but it's okay because you deserve that number, and I'm gonna give it to you." So now he's donning number 49, which I think that was a cool move for a manager to do. Welcome to the team. Here's your number. That's a cool move for a manager to do. So I'm definitely for that. Definitely for that. So thanks to Rob Thompson on that, he gets to wear number 59. Emmanuel Clace of the Guardians has been placed on a paid leave in connection with the gambling probe that's through August 31st for him. So that's now two players on there from the Guardians. One been on leave since July 3rd. Other one just got put on leave, but that would be through August 31st in connection. So we'll see what that goes and what's in store for that. But it sucks for the Guardians when that's two of your players from that same team. So it sucks. Now the Astros, they added Ramon Urias, Ricardo Carlos Carrera from the Twins, and he'll play third base. And swipe Jesus Sanchez from the Marlins. Now, don't that lineup sound nasty with Urias, Carlos Corella, and Sanchez? It's kind of do, right? Kind of do. So it was crazy because, like I said, it was trade deadline. A lot of these trades went down a couple days prior to trade deadline, but it it happened. So Red Sox grabbed Steven Matz. The Mets get Ryan Hensley. Mariners traded for Eugenio Suarez again. Yes, that's two teams in 1 week that he got traded for. And Reds added Zach Littell. Rays flipped three players for catcher Hunter Fudsinia. And then Blue Jays landed Shane Bieber from the Guardians. Tigers scooped up injured closer Paul Seward. Yankees release Marcus Stroman, who had a brutal 6.23 ERA this season. So caused him to be released, caused him to. He was struggling this season, but he's also a seasoned vet, but he was definitely struggling with the Yankees this season, especially with that 6.2 ERA. And if y'all don't know what an ERA is, that is what we call earn run allowed. You don't want you don't want that number to be up. You want to be as close as possible down, like I'm gonna say one, on average four, not six. Brewers lose Jackson Churro to a hamstring strain, and the Padres go heavy, acquire Ryan O'Heron and Ramon Lurindo from the Orioles for six prospects. Went out the door on that. So that's what's going on with that. Who's going all in? Who's folding early? Keep your eyes on the field. But in the meantime, I got some more music here for you on Dragon Sports Live. Let's get it.
I know I'm probably overthinking, but when I saw you do this weekend, you didn't seem to wanna leave it. I know you told me you were just friends. Why were you so happy next to him? You left at everything that he said. Even you just made my head spin. Cause I know that you're not just friends. Yeah, I gotta get you. The smile glows when he talks to you. Eyes follow him watching you. The mind don't work when he's with. Started like your mind is broken. What the hell the girl is smoking? Things you told him. And I know that you're not just friends. Now the things I never get from you. They're pouring out of you with no clue. Girl, I know that he's not made of you. Why does it look like he's stuck to you? Yeah, I gotta get you away. I gotta get you away. When he talks to you, your eyes follow him watching you. Your mind don't work when he's with you. So you're in a see right through. It's better than he's playing you. You're holding on in every move. I see you coming. I see you running. You're running away. I see it coming. No way to numb it. Don't run away. Smoke when he talks to you. Your eyes follow him, watching you. Your mind don't work when he's with you. He's on your mind in a sea right. His pretty little game is playing you. To hung up on his every. What is going down? Oh. I cannot do this. My mind way too confusing. The way you be abusing, I just feel useless. One thanks for saying, Lord, you call me worthy, even though I am hurting. I know I can make it with you. I'm only human, but I can do this. I know. I'm only human, but I can do this. I know. I know. I'm only human, but I can do this. I know. I know. I know. I'm only human, but I can do this. I'm not excusing the things I've been doing. But if we tell the truth, then I just been feeling all alone. You call me Peter, your mercy and favor. Even when I'm in danger, I know I can make it with you. I know, I know, I know. I know you, but I can do this. I know, I know, I know. I know you, but I can do this. No, I know, I know you, but I can do this. I know, I know, I know you, but I can do this. Yeah, I'm only human. Take away the clothing and the music. I'm rock bottom and I'm praying for improvement. Mine is a battlefield that I don't plan on losing. I took a lot of blows to get recruited. Prove it. And I know. We all missed the mark, ain't it? And I know. We get deceived by our hearts, ain't it? I'm at a record piece off the charts, ain't it? So good to me, God, and I can't explain it. Why do this on my own when it's so draining? My life, your entertainment. Now, who do the grading? I graduated at Fell and I often demonstrated. through my ups and my downs, cause I'm still in training. If a man be in Christ, now that's the new creation. No one can serve two masters if I'm overtaken. God, you got me. I bury my excuses. I'm digging up your trust. I'm only human. Done crying. This is my right? So I can relate to this. You should be too. Right? We serve a mighty God. I'm only human, but I know that God is on our side. You just remember that motivation starts here. What a good inspiration that you stay God, I never leave you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Ooh, that came in kind of loud. Hold on. Welcome back. That last song that you just heard was Only Human by Reggie Rock. Be sure to check out any artists and music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. Support these artists. Get their album, stream, download, do what you need to do. But let's support these artists out there and let's get it. But like I said, that last song was Only Human by Reggie Rock. Um, and Morales Smalls here on Direct Sports Live. Now we switching fields, going from the diamond to the gridiron, and we got big money flying coming out. So Colts left tackle Bernard Raymond signs $100 million extension. That's the franchise cornerstone money. He get 4 years. Courtland Sutherland cashes in 4 years, 92 million with 41 guaranteed with the Broncos. And the Raiders locked down Colton Miller 3 years, 66 million with 42.5 million guaranteed. That's the money that's flying out as far as the teams. So we also got drama brewing up in Dallas. Rookie left tackle Tyler Gelton, he dodges an ACL tear, but he will miss some significant time. So right now he just got a sprain, but definitely dodged a major injury there. Um, but in a bombshell, Micah Parsons requested a trade. That's a defense MVP candidate wanting out of Dallas because he wants a new contract and he still hasn't got a new contract. And it kind of sucks when you can't bring your you can't bring your agent in there to do the negotiation. He wants to talk to you behind closed doors without your agent being present. No, that it doesn't cut that way. It doesn't fly. So he definitely wants out of Dallas now, and we gonna see where that goes from there. He wants out. Let's see where it goes. Now over in Washington, Terry McLaurin also requests a trade because he also wants a new contract. So we got a lot of people that's holding in, sitting out because they want new contracts. Right now, Terry McLaurin is holding in practice, but wants a new contract. But it's not all bad in DC. The DC Council just approved the Commander Stadium deal. They're heading back to the district. So that's good news on that front. But let's see what they can do on the player front. As in Terry McLaurin, is he gonna get the deal done or will he be on another team? Let's see where it goes from there. Cause it's another signing day. It's gonna be down. It's going down. So let's see, guys, what they gonna do. How they gonna do it. Elsewhere though, the Pittsburgh Steelers release wide receiver, running back slash returner Cordell Patterson on there. Hunter Renfro is unretired thanks to Debo Sweeten's persuasion. ends with the Panthers. Kenny Pickett is has no timetable for a return. So Joe Flacco is getting first team reps right now. Browns lose cornerback Martin Emerson Jr. to Achilles tear in there. And how that's set with the Browns team right now, you gonna have Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel, Shador. Far as like the who they got battling for spots right now. So we'll see what that goes from there. In New York, the Jets defensive tackle Quentin Williams will miss 1 to 2 weeks with a strained calf. And them strained calves gotta be careful with them guys, because them is the start for most ACL tears. So don't come back too soon. Don't try to do too much. Don't do that. Um in Carolina, Coach Dave Canellis said his starters will play the first 2 preseason games. I love that, which is real reps and real toughness. But hey, hopefully the other team playing their starters. If you gonna play their starters, hopefully the other team playing theirs too. We'll see. Cause usually the first 2 games is for like your rookies and people trying out to be on the team to get in. Then like the third and fourth game, you might see starters in like in game situations. Like this is what you gonna get a taste of for the season. So to play them the first 2 preseason games, let's see how that works. Bengals are stacking the headlines, so their lease is extended at Paycor Stadium. They released Zach Moss. Noah Fant, who's the tight end, joins them on a 1-year deal. And Trey Hickerson ends his holdout and avoids 50K in fines and is now in a hold in at training camp. So training camps are rolling, preseason battles are brewing, and the NFL drum already in mid-season form. That's all that's going on right now. We're gonna take another music break and we're gonna talk basketball from the field to the court and what's popping in the basketball world. But without further ado, let me give you Lua. This isn't heaven, it must be hell. Here on Dragon Sports Live.
I'm so tired, living a lie. I'm weak, I need to leave. It's only alone. So fed up, lonely nights. I sleep away my days to pass the time. Help me believe I'm something more incapable. At least I still trying. You don't know what it's like to live. Mm. Keep trying to climb mountains while I'm sitting down so late. Saying I shouldn't go. Don't wait for me, I'm frozen. Right between my burdens. Can't save me from myself. There's no way they deserve this. Better see my purpose. This isn't heaven, it must be hell. Letting go. What am I doing for? I'm happy, but I'm so worthless, and it's not so worth it. That's inside, it's so locked inside that I think that I know. Talk about it. That's to the morning. You know, time to be keep shining mountains. Off from mountains. Give me my time. Till I feel it go. Instruments finally got me falling. See me bring me peace. See what's on the wait for me, I'm frozen. Yeah, stop playing with them. Back in the gym like I'm hooping, I'm back in my back and I'm back in it back and I'm gone. I know they hating on me, they ain't want me to make it. It's okay, I'm proving them wrong. We got the city on lock in every state. Got fans that's playing my songs. Look at my face, I know that you hate, but I can't afford to get out of my zone. VBS is on the back of my necklace, my initials on the back of the stone. Try to take it for a ride with some shooters, they fat just make a move and you gone. Now they mad at us, so we got it out the mud, never had to ask for a loan. If we came to them, they would probably told us get out their face and go get on our own. Hustling non-stop, they gon' try to knock you off when you really on. I don't wanna shake your hand, I don't wanna be your friend, I'm really gone. I had to make a plan, I had to use my hand that's written in stone. It's written in stone, yeah, it's written in. Ran it up and then I stashed it like a throwaway. And traffic swerving, jamming like the OJs. Looking back, I can't go back. I tell them no way. Whoever thought it would be better than the old days. Got winning on my mind and I can't stop now. Want that Bentley when I'm in it, let the top down. Dripping sauce, I got to get it in my pot now. They never know we can take it this far, but I told them it's nowhere I can go. Getting on the stage and I'm losing my mind, you would think that I jumped out the window. I say they like the attention, but I feel much better when I be laying low. We can wear the same clothes, it ain't the same though. Back in the gym like I'm hooping, I'm back in my bag and I'm back in it back and I'm gone. I know they hating on me, they ain't want me to make it. It's okay, I'm proving them wrong. We got the city on lock in every state, got fans that's playing my songs. Look at my face, I know that you hate, but I can't afford to get out of my zone. Yes, it's on the back of my necklace, my initials on the back of the stone. Try to take it for a ride with some shooters, they fat just make a move and you gone. Now they mad at us, so we got it out the mud, never had to ask for a loan. If we came to them, they would probably told us get out their face and go get on our own. Hustling non-stop, they gon' try to knock you off when you really on. I don't wanna stick your hand, I don't wanna be your friend, I'm really gone. I had to make a plan, I had to use my hand that's written in stone. It's written in stone, yeah, it's written in. Ran it up and then I stashed it like a throwaway. And traffic swerving, jamming like the OJs. Looking back, I can't go back. I tell them no way. Whoever thought it would be better than the old days. Hey, Boogie, stop playing with them. You heard me? For real. I know people switched on me. They ain't do nothing but show love. That's hurtful.
Welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, then you just heard Star Ringo, Old Days, here on Dragon Sports Live. And you can also check them out on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, or wherever you get your music. Star Ringo is the name, Old Days is the name of the song. So be sure to check it out here on Dragon Sports Live. But moving from the football field to the court, we got some exciting things that's going down in mid-season form. Basically, we got drama, we got trades, we got people getting paid. But Cameron Brink is back, ladies and gentlemen. That the Sparks 4 made her season debut against the Aces, scoring 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block in 15 minutes. A strong return after a brutal ACL tear. And Skylar Diggins Smith goes off a triple-double in 23 minutes. Now that's the second in Storm franchise history joining Tamika Johnson. But it only took her 3 quarters to do it. And it also was a blowout win too, by the way. The Chicago Sky was clearing house. They waived vet Moriah Johnson, cut Marquisha Davis, and then signed Sergi Uzin for the remainder of the season. Now I watched the first game with her in there, and she was doing fairly well, being a point guard, which is what they need because you got the skyscrapers with Cardozo and Angel Reese grabbing boards and going to give you double doubles from both of them. Yeah, so adding another guard who coming in, dishing the ball and can score. We need an aggressive scorer. So if y'all think about the previous lineup with Chicago Sky, y'all had Kennedy Carter as well as Khalil Copper. And both of those, Carter's no longer playing in the league right now, currently a free agent. Y'all can bring her back. Let her run a point, let her set up Reese, let her set up Cordoso, let her do her. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes from there. Tough news from the Liberty as Brianna Stewart is out with a bone bruise in a right knee. They also fell to the Lynx 100-93 without her. But on the media side, Fever guard Sophie Cunningham just signed a podcast deal with Colin Kerr's network. Expect that to be fiery. We're gonna double check it out. You know who's not the only one who has a podcast? Angel Reese has a podcast too. So let's be sure to check that out. Big ups, congrats on that as well. But on the NBA side, Luka Doncic looks absolutely shredded this offseason as he's coming for blood next year. Well, we ain't gonna say next year because it's already next year, but in September, October, or whenever the season goes in there. So he's definitely coming in for blood. Um, we also got trouble in Phoenix as a former Suns employee is suing the team for retaliation after being fired. And former Windsor star Gilbert Arenas arrested on illegal poker games. Now, this is stuff you can't make up. We'll keep y'all posted on that. Any updates on that? But he was arrested on illegal poker games. So we're gonna check into that investigation. Keep y'all updated. Keep y'all posted what's going on with that. Global news: the Magic and Grizzlies will go down in Berlin and in London as the team expands their European presence. This is part of a three-year international push. So they will play games in Berlin and in London. It's going down. And it ain't gonna be Magic versus Grizzlies. It's gonna be the Magic and Grizzlies are gonna be playing in those two, Berlin and London. So big ups to that. McCall Bridges just got paid. He gets 4 years, $150 million to stay with the New York Knicks. So the NBA offseason is flexing, and WNBA's playoff intensity is building as we get closer to that. So this is how we do it. We do it fast, furious, with and full throttle. It's just a breakdown that you didn't even know you needed. But this is Dragon Sports Live, and I'm your host, Dante Payne. I'm not here to whisper stats, but I'm here to drop heat and tell the truth. So, before you go, be sure to check out Dragon Sports Live on Dragon Jump Pro and YouTube, Dragon Jump Pro, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Dragon Jump Pro. Be sure to check out Dragon Sports Live on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and more. Thanks for rocking with me.